Hello everyone, my name is AsgardChampion03 and welcome back to Dank Souls. I'm joined by my friend Baja. Say hi, if you don't have your thing. He may have his mic muted, I don't know. But anyway. So in my last video I said we would go and kill Vordt and that fucking winged knight. So that's what we're gonna go do. Tickle, 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 tickle. Yes, go over there. I mean, we have time. If you want to check if you have your things set to, you can.
How loud is it? Yeah, I think it's on now.
Alright, so you guys should be able to hear my friend Baja now.
Questionable, but we should.
Now, while Baja is gonna meet me at what's his face? Where is he? Why is he down there? Oh well.
Down where? I'm
meet
next to
me
the
up
winged knight.
Yeah, I know, I am too, but he was like, it was weird. And jumping! I gotta go Super Saiyan! Ow. Booyakasha. Now, since the last video got all fucked up, or not like the last actual video that I posted got all fucked up, I went into that room over there, spoke to an old lady in a chair. Now I am a member of the Way of the Blue, and she gave me what I need to proceed. Although I need to go back up there because that blue knight killed me. Now, Baja is playing an experimental character, I think. He's a combat mage. Ow. Ooh, again. Alright. Now Baja is about to attempt to perform a mighty weapon known as the backstab. No!
I gotta start working on stamina for this character. Maybe it's the other game. Stamina, I don't know.
Oh. I think it's called endurance here. Alright, now this is the battle arena for Vordt. Anyone that knows any kind of video game with bosses in it, they should know that when there's a wide open area and there's no enemies in it, there's usually a boss. want to poke that gate. Very nice looking face there.
That beard looks like it's moss growing off of your face.
It probably is. Hi, Vordt. You sound like the cleric beast.
Because all these boss battles are going to be anticlimactic.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, it's a boss! I've never seen it! Oh, they beat it pretty fucking easily.
Well, the only boss that I really have trouble with
are the DLC bosses that you have not fought multiple times.
Bosses. Now, if you guys realize, Vordt was called Vordt of the Boreal Valley. We end up going to Boreal Valley later, but a nice little bit of lore behind Vordt is that he is actually a knight of Pontiff Savalian, if I have that correct.
Yes, Pot Sniff Savalian.
Yeah, everyone just calls him Pot Sniff. Or Pothead, but it's... He's a dual wielder. He uses like an arcane sword and a fire sword. He's just a complete dick.
Yep.
Farewell, Ashen Maiden.
Yes, may the flames guide thee. Now leave me alone.
Ah.
Alright. Undead Valley or?
Yeah, Undead Settlement.
Ashen One.
Just got one need of thee. Prithee, be careful. Prithee, be careful.
Oh, and
If you guys, I think I've already said this, but if you guys can hear the fan, I apologize.
goodbye. Oh, this.
But since it's like summertime and my PS4 has a history of overheating whenever it, decides that it wants to overheat.
Don't worry, you'll eventually get a better PS4.
It will eventually happen. Don't know how, don't know when, but I'm probably gonna end up, buying one. Well, how else would I do it?
Illegal black market trade.
Okay. If you can hook me up, I'll do it.
I mean, I may know a guy that knows a guy.
Isn't, like, in order to get all my stuff on the new PS4, don't I have to, like, plug this one into that one somehow?
You gotta use an Ethernet cable.
Okay.
It's... The only thing about it is it takes an ungrueling fucking amount of time to transfer the data from one to the other.
As PewDiePie once said, I am holding up the Trump supporter flag. And here come their supporters. See, something tells me that if you end up fighting one of those in one of the first games, that they're the most badass enemies in the game.
What, the gargoyle?
Yeah, that fucking white thing that picks you up and takes you to the Undead settlement.
I'm pretty sure you fight him in the first one. Or not the first one, the
Okay, now if you guys can see on that tower, you see a big guy with a bow. Yeah, that's a giant using a bow, shooting arrows at something over there. But he's friendly to us because we chose the white young tree, or the young white tree branch. Isn't there like lore behind him where he's like the son to Hawkeye Gal?
He was trained. He was trained by Hawkeye. Whatever the guy's name was.
For those of you who don't know a lot about the King Knights or something,
Please,
there were 4 of them.
grant
There
me death.
was
Undo my shackles.
King Knights.
Yeah, there were like 4 King Knights, like 4 Knights of Gwyn or some shit.
Oh,
If you're
There
talking
was-
about
then it's
the
true.
archer that
Champion
trained
of
the
Ash
giant,
to be in
he's
your
part of the
presence.
Black
I am
Hand.
some of a patsy. I was
Yeah, but there were 4
I
Knights
am
of Gwyn.
my
There was
shy.
Wolf Knight. I don't care about you. Okay, that guy that we just enlisted his services in, he is from Londo, Londo, something. But he actually helps us become hollow if we choose to level up. Basically, he provides a free level up every time you go and talk to him for like a certain amount of times. But there were 4
But
Knights.
it'll also alter the ending.
Yeah,
That
it's completely optional. You don't have to do it, but if you decide to do it, it just means it unlocks like more stuff that you can do.
What ending are you gonna do?
I don't know. But there are 4 Knights of Gwyn. There's Wolf Knight Artorias, Dragon Slayer Ornstein, Hawkeye Gal, and like some assassin lady. I don't know. My friend Bobby Norton from Oklahoma knows it. But they were the 4 Knights of Gwyn, you know, the 4 Knights that Gwyn trusted the most to do anything. Oh yes, and if you don't already do, feel bad for giants. They are a race that is completely mistreated and they're on the brink of extinction. I think.
I mean, technically, after you finish collecting all the white tree branches, they are extinct. Unless there's one in the DLC that I have.
There's the Judicator Giants. Remember those from the second DLC, the Ring City?
No.
They're the ones that summon in those ghost archers.
Oh.
Yeah, they're giants. Now, I believe I read some lore somewhere about the Undead settlement where it's literally just a place full of undead and nothing but undead. But eventually it became like so... It didn't become bad, it became like messed up. Yeah, bad. Yeah. Estes Shard. But I read some lore somewhere about the Undead settlement on how it's full of nothing but undead due to the undead curse that Gwen brought about the world or some shit like that. And I think what eventually happened is that due to everyone being undead, they would just like people would actually die, then they would just come back, and then they would experiment on them, and which just, since they were undead, they were immortal, so it's not like they could die again. Well, Baja's taking the alternative route. I'm going to show you guys the route that can take you to another faction and to some Estes soup. Okay, be wary of this dickhole here. He's pretty much the only one in this room. You come down here, there's some nice Estes soup. And then you get to become a Sunlight Warrior, which anyone who knows the Sun Bro from the first game, yeah, the Sun Bro is very famous. Baja is using the I know no one asked, but I'm telling you guys anyway. Baja is basically playing a battle mage who is using the Moonlit Greatsword, which I think we don't get until DLCs.
No. Get it after you kill the Consumed King.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and some nice little more lore about a boss in the future, the Consumed King. He's actually said to be like a descendant of Seath the Scaleless from the first Dark Souls. Stand up! No market chopping! Damn it. Oh, Hodrick! Where you at? Man! I wanna fuck you up! Well, I'm gonna distract you. I'm gonna have my friend fuck you up. Bye-bye. Now, he was another faction member. It's a PvP faction called the Mound Makers. Okay. That has never happened to me before. In my 2 years of playing this game, I have never had him kill himself. But see, this is where the giant is shooting. He's shooting from all the way up there, and using pinpoint accuracy to kill these dudes. He's shooting at these dudes because they're near this tree here. This big white one. Because he's racist like that. Ooh, I can use... Did I just get the reinforced? I can't. See, at this point, I would switch to the reinforced club. Ooh, I got the Flemberg? Seriously? On a character that has no luck, I get the fucking Flemberg? The Flemberg is a great sword that the Thralls drop, which are these little naked dudes with the hats on. And it's a bleed damage great sword. It's very powerful, it's very... Well, it's powerful in the right hands. Which, they are not mine. Great Scythe, another bleed effect weapon. You just gonna sit there and wait? Super strength. Had a one-shot a dog. Speaking of which, I completely forgot to get the Estus shard from that anvil.
Anvil?
Yeah, remember in High Wall of Lothric there's an Estus shard on an anvil?
Oh.
Not want any of your stew. But thank you for offering. This is how you unlock the guy to help you, or this is how you unlock the guy that teaches you how to get pyromancies. You don't have to come here. This is just where you get a pretty cool ring. But you fall down here. Don't worry, you'll survive. You kill these two dickholes. You get this. And you run over here. And this is the next bonfire. There are a total of 4 bonfires just in this area. Baja, did you just use a white tree branch?
No. I used my spell repair.
Okay. Oh, man. So you talk to this guy.
Ah, unkindled. Welcome to my abode. I am Cornix, an old pyromancer, a crow in his cage, as you see now. But I hear the unkindled care to learn something. Most to read a pleasure.
Now, for some reason, when you mention pyromancers or pyromancies, it's always talking about like the Great Swamp, which I don't know why. I'm not as knowledgeable of this game as everyone thinks. Oh shit! Yeah. That's what you get for messing with the Asgard. Eluding skulls. Really? Now, I could kill the demon with my friend here and get the Great Club, but that'll be in the next video.
I can't go with you to kill the demon.
You can't? That sucks. But in the next video, I'm gonna be killing the thing. It's a big tree. Excuse me! I have delivery of death! And they have a delivery of a mama rat. And then you unlock this shortcut here. Eh. And then you can just go that way to kill the boss. Alright, can you desummon yourself, please? So I can go level up, buy the key, and kill the thing.
Kill what thing?
The thing with the tree thing, the giant tree.
That's the next video.
I know. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, slash the like button with an axe, because that's the only effective way to do it. If you haven't subscribed already, please do, and you shall join the raiding party. And we'll talk to you all in the next video. Baja, would you like to say bye?
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.